Hello guys, this is me Simo Orahara, and in this video I would like to talk about the return of the anime. I usually don't talk about these topics, but I want to share with you my thoughts in general. So 2020 was full of bad things, yet as a Bleach fans, 2020 not only surprised us with Bleach return, but also revived Bleach's name after all these years of waiting and waiting. So Kobo came back with a new manga related to Bleach universe, Burn the Witch, and also it was adapted to a movie, and these were all good things. However, everyone, myself included, had their eyes on the main course, the anime, because the anime is like that knight in a shining armor arriving at the end of the battle and turning the tables on the winning party. That's how I see the anime. The anime is a golden chance to save the final arc. I'm not saying that I want everything to be fixed in the last arc, but this is a great chance for Kobo to uncover the secrets that remained a mystery. It's true that the novels that came after revealed some of these secrets, but we all know, honestly, that few are the people who actually read the novels, and the anime is a chance for those secrets to be properly revealed and be seen by everyone, whether you read the manga or not. I personally, like many other people, with the joy of the anime returning, I thought that the official return will be in 2021. But after I checked, it appears that what was officially announced in 2021 is the exhibition that was previously announced to be held in the summer of 2021 and was postponed until winter 2021. As for the anime, no specific date was announced, meaning the anime could be back this year 2021 or next year 2022 or maybe the year after. Anyway, officially no one said anything about the release year of the anime. It's true that it could be a bit frustrating being that the news about the anime returning was announced on March of 2020, and until this minute we have no idea when it will actually be released. Plus there is no poster or trailer. But at the end of the day, the announcement was clear and they didn't appoint a certain date. Although I honestly wanted at least in the last Jump Festa for them to announce the studio that will take the anime in charge, because knowing the studio will make a lot of things clear. Of course, there were some rumors about the studio that will make the anime, but I personally don't trust any information unless it comes from Shueisha itself or some official website. Other than this, it's all speculations. So what I'm about to say is merely my opinion about the studio that I think is perfect to animate the last arc of Bleach. And the answer is to carry on with Studio Pierrot, because in my opinion the last arc doesn't need some out of this world animation, it rather needs a reformation of events and adding other events, not only one event but multiple events in different parts of the final arc. For example, Yamaji vs Yuhapach 1,000 years ago, the story behind the Soul King in his body parts that was brought up in the novel, Yurichi in Kizuki's secret that wasn't revealed until now and Kobo had promised to reveal, and also some of battles that need fixing and other fights that were behind the scenes and we didn't see them. So when we talk about adding stuff in the anime, we are talking about fillers, and the studio that is good in those things is Pierrot Studio, meaning that what was considered a defect is now a positive factor that will save the final arc if Studio Pierrot is the one taking the anime and making the changes under Kobo supervision. As I said, I personally wouldn't care for the animation level to be like Kimetsu no Yaiba or Shinji no Kyojin. Of course, I'll be very happy if they gave us such level of animation, but what is important to me is to fix the story of the final arc. The events is what's important to me. And so I see that Pierrot Studio is the perfect studio for these things, because it's already dealt with similar situation with the anime when it was still running. For example, Kobo sent them the Forest of Minos story and told them to add it when he designed the characters and sites. And he said, as you can read, that he wanted to add these events in the manga, but he couldn't because there was no time. And so the same happened with the final arc. Kobo wanted to draw a lot of things but couldn't because of the lack of time and sickness he suffered from. And also there is another factor. Pierrot Studio took all the Naruto novels that took place between chapter 699 and 700 and turned them into anime. And this is an indicator that Bleach novels can be also turned into anime if Pierrot Studio remains the studio in charge of the anime. Because in my opinion, it's not like that the last arc has ended perfectly and the events were good and in which that we only need a good production and animation and that's it. No. there is more to it. And so in my opinion, what will decide the anime path is three factors: the budget they decided to spend on the anime, and Kobo will to fix the defects of the last arc. And at the end of the day, the first point doesn't really matter, meaning the studio doesn't really matter if changes will be made under Kobo supervision. Pure Studio was just a suggestion from me for the reason I mentioned. I also mentioned the point of Kobo's will to redraw some things and add others, and the budget should also be enough for all these changes. Of course, we also can't neglect the animation part, because even though with all these final arc problems, there are events and fights that deserve good drawing and direction and animation, such as Yachiro vs Zaraki and Yamaji vs Yuhabach. So at the end of the day, what I really want is for the anime to be amazing, because Bleach world is full of amazing stories that should be seen as anime. I mean, imagine with me guys, since 2012 we haven't seen anything Bleach related adapted to anime. No OVA, no movie, and no anime. 8 years dealing with manga paper only. So I think time for Bleach stuff to be animated, novels, and also the manga. So guys, what do you think about the studio that should be take charge of the anime? For me, I said Piero. What about you? Tell me in the comments, and see you guys in my next video.